annoying if I do get on the podium.
Hello guys, welcome to the 100% Performance Saturday Division. Not your usual streamer, but we've got a live stream for you on the usual channel. 100% around Silverstone. Best track on the calendar. Let's see who is first. There's an Aston Martin and Mr. Dumas. Obviously a Wednesday division driver himself, so he knows what this track's like. He's going to come round to start. I'm not sure if he's the first one. Let's see an Alpine. And that might be Mr. Goomba. Oh, that's nice. All my colours are different. Can't actually get on board with anyone. Hold on. Not in the usual setup today, lads. Following Dark Lord. Doing Maggots and Beckett's. Bear with me 1 second. For some reason the game has reset itself on me. Hopefully that's better. Please let me know. Anyway, Dark Lord 29-1. Currently on pole position. Quickly jumpable with Dumas. As he's going to come round to set a time in the Aston Martin. With a 30-point flat. 9/10 slower than the Red Bull of Dark Lord. Dark Mark on the lap. And someone jumps in between Mad Mark and the Alpine, or some people call it the Opine. 29.3. We've got Bakey coming round, I think, to start a lap as well. Goomba ran the last couple of corners. And there's Goomba P3 at 29.9. At the moment, there's also an AlphaTauri's BLR Shadow. The debutant 28.2 goes on pole with spread at 28.7 in the AlphaTauri. He goes P2. I think Dark Mark is coming across the line. Can I get to him in time? I missed him. A 30 flat for Dark Mark in the Williams for once. Always in the Aston. He's out of it tonight. We got Greza. There's P4, 29.1. Some more times coming in. Leon with a 29.3. I'm all over the shops for following them. The green's going to come round to cross the line. The Red Bull of Dark Lord coming into the pits. Davis is probably on an end lap here. He is as he lets Mr. Greza past. Bakey Gaming in the McLaren. The 31.6 for Bakey, P13 at the moment. Got Prime on a lap. I think these guys are coming in, yeah. Keep on board with Primal in the Haas. Not a bad car. (204 mph) before he brakes. Fairly nice through there. Let's see what Primal can do. The 29.8 puts him P9, just ahead of Goomba there. Not much in it. See, Dragoon is also on the lap as he comes up towards the penultimate corner. Alfa Romeo. Oh, bit wobbly. Gets it across the line though, 29.5. Jumps Davis. Ace, not using any battery. I'm not too sure if he's on an actual lap or not. Time will be coming in. I think the thing is with this track, some people find certain parts difficult and some people breeze through them. I think with the performance difference, we will see someone be a massive difference in this play. At the moment, that person is BRL Shadow, got it out in the end. 6 tenths between him and Master Spread. Obviously a big difference in the cars. BRL Shadow in a Red Bull, and Mr. Spread in the VTEC Red Bull, the AlphaTauri. Great Ace, I do think he will be the next one to set a lap. I probably am wrong, but we'll keep on board with him. Currently sitting P16. Seeing Haas coming around to start his up. That's Greza. Good pace in him. Touches kids though, so we'll keep off him. Through Maggots and Beckett's now. Oh, he invalidates. Just takes that inside turn with that right hander too tight. Very frustrating when that happens. We've got both Mercedes of Leon and Fatal coming around to start their laps. I can see a Red Bull BLR Shadow who's also on his lap. Looks like Dark Lord's coming in. Keep an eye on Mr. Goomba in the OP, as some people say. There's a 5/10 improvement from Goomba. P7, 29.3 from him. I think Grezzo's just jumped up to P3 there. He has. 28.7. Once again, not much in it between him and Master Spreader, who's going to cross the line now. He's slightly down on his time. Mr. Davis in the Williams. Based on the table, the worst performing car. But obviously that's up to discussion. Oh, he comes around the final corner. Ooh. He wants to be careful. He's not in the best of positions there. As Robbo goes P5 with a 28.8. Hambo, you're a filthy bastard. Great ace into the pits. Reza will probably be coming into the pits as well. I think his teammate, or his technical teammate of the Haas. There's a few yellow flags there. I think it's going to be Leon to set a time next. Gunners is unable to stream tonight, mate, unfortunately. Leon goes into the pits. Oh, and Dark Mark's invalidated on his second run. Let's hope he's got enough fuel to get round and start another lap. I can tell you he doesn't because I can see his screen. It's going to be a tough one for him to get in and out. See a Mercedes of Fatal coming round the... and he's in low fuel mode, I think. Dark Lord's coming around to start his next one. And his teammates slightly further back, doing the same. Fatal is retired in the pits. What a child. Absolute child. I think Shadow lost it there. Coming around the last couple of corners. He gets it round to start his lap. Bakey's on an in lap. So it'll be Mr. Dark Lord next. And keep on board with him. Yes, he would be at risk to him, yeah. Oh, I can see rain coming down. Dark Lord 4 attempts up at the moment. Hopefully it doesn't affect his time. So the guys in the pits obviously probably wouldn't be smart to come out again. Dark Lord only attempts by just under 2 attempts. Still solidifies P6. Got to his teammate Mr. Shadow, who's invalidated. And I can see Great Ace. Coming round to do a lap but hasn't turned his battery on. And you can definitely see the rain on the screen. Yeah, I'll check with you, Julian, yeah. Be on board with you. Dark Mark's come out. Currently in P14. Evening, Gunners. And we've had someone new join us, Mr. Plum. Something for Plum to do. And the Aston Martin, probably will be starting from the back. And as far as I can see, mate, no lag. And jump on board Prime was slightly down in this time. Everyone retiring now, obviously, but the rain's going to impact the laps. And this goes a 10th down. Let's see what time. Let's see if Dragoon can improve. I'm not sure. No, he didn't. The track does not look very nice. And he's invalidated turn 1. Davis 2/10 down. Dark Mark not down by much. And there it is, 2/10. It's the rain. Dark Mark dives into the pits. They will wait for Primal to come round again. And qualifying's over and done with. So qualifying over and done with, and Mr. BLR Shadow on his debut is on pole position. He is in a Red Bull, but anything can happen. Mad Mark, obviously, unfortunately we missed his lap, goes P2 with 28.6. Master Spread P3 with 28.7, and Greza just behind him, also with a 28.7. And fuck off. Call them what I want to call them. Only joking. So let's run through the grid order, and I will get a screenshot just in case. Someone decides to ready up early. So Shadow on pole with Mad Mark and Spread the top 3. Mr. Greza, Robbo, Darklord, Leon, Goomba, Dragoon and Fatal Defiance complete the top 10 with Davis, Primal, Duma, Dark Mark, Great Ace, Bakey and Mr. Plum. And there's the grid for you guys. So we will have a 5-minute break, guys, from when we all load in. I can see Dark Mark's screen. So as soon as he loads in, we'll go 5 minutes from there. So we'll probably be looking 59. A confirmation will be sent in the Facebook chat. Please do not ready up before one of the admins do. Yep, so we'll go at 58 minutes past. Please do not ready up earlier, otherwise there will be a lobby restart, and nobody wants that. This race is long enough, and it doesn't need to be delayed further. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be back with you in just a second. Just going to quickly grab a drink. So back just in time. So ready up, guys. So, shut up, Stuart. We're going to get away for the formation lap. Mr. Shadow will lead us for that safety lap. Safety lap? Mate, what's going on? Mad Mark in P2. I'm sure he'll be very happy with that. A little bit of a mixture here. A lot of the guys, most of the guys running the medium. Start Mark, Leon, Goomba, and Grez starting on hards with Primal on his classic soft tyre start. We've got this man at the back in the Aston Martin. I'm sure he'll be trying to get some moves done early on. Force to be reckoned with. So there's the strategy. Shows you can do longer on the mediums than the hard, which clearly doesn't make sense. So BRL Shadow, very early into his grid box. We've got Plum at the back of the pack, slowly creeping up there. We're going to turn everything off for the start. We're going ball with Mr. Master Spread. Mr. Great Ace misses his grid box. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go for the British Grand Prix 100%. And Master Spread has had a blind of a start straight past Mad Mark. Up into P2 with ease. Shadow getting a fantastic start as usual. A few position changes here with the Mercedes. Late lunge by Leon. Fatal stood in P9. Fatal's pushing him and the Mercedes are going at each other here. Oh, and it's a late send from Primal. That's a horrible send from Primal. And he's taken the other Mercedes of Leon out, and that's a terrible move. I doubt it was I'm sure it was accidental, but very, very bad move there. We've got Grezza on the back of Mr. Dragoon in P6. Grezza not having the best of starts. We go down to Mr. Dumar. He's going too wide with Goomba through Maggots and Beckett's. Great racing from the pair of them, to be fair. Mr. Plum, I've just noticed, also by his teammate the Aston Martin. Davis gets in front of Fatal, who still keeps his car up the inside, keeps his car ahead. Dumar, and Goomba having a go at each other here. Dumar has his car ahead for the corner. It's going to put him offline slightly for Mr. Plum to overtake. We've got a yellow flag between Great Ace and Primal. Great Ace gets a 5 second for that severe collision. Not sure what's happened to Goomba there. Bit of contact between these two drivers. Leon does get ahead on board with Dark Mark. Mr. Davis gets the move done on Fatal as they go too wide around Cox. Very brave, nicely done. And Fatal's up to P8. Go back down to Mr. Plummer, who is on the back of Fatal's teammate, technically Leon. Mercedes obviously a lot faster than that Aston Martin. Looks like Plum's going to go for a send, and he's slightly does. It was a late lunge from Plum, to be honest, but it looks like Leon just turns in on him to maybe block the move. Plum has spun out, drops down back down to P16. Primal has pit. I believe he's probably got wing damage. Fatal's on the back of Mr. Dumar. Dumar may have his sights on that Williams of Davis here as well. Lap 3 of 52. Got a bit of a free car battle here between the Mercedes, Aston and Williams as Fatal runs wide there. Let's go up to the Dark Lord. In that lovely fast Red Bull is right on the back of Mad Mark. As we go off the Davis and Dumar battle, Dumar is in front of the Williams. The Shadow sets the fastest time of 33.8. Fatal runs wide again. Did a decent run here on Davis and could potentially look. We've got Primal, I believe, off track. Shadow sets another fastest time of 33.5. He's almost opened a 2-second gap on Mr. Spread behind him. Dark Lord has overtaken Mad Mark, and Robbo could be potentially having a look here. Engages that DRS. The Alpine obviously is a very fast car in a straight line. Back on board with the Mercedes, getting all the time here. They're very close with each other. Robbo does get Mad Mark down the straight. And Robbo's up into P4. Fatal loving it as Davis' gearbox right in sight. Goes slightly deep into the corner. As we can continue on board with Fatal, his teammate, well, essential teammate, as I keep on saying tonight, Leon, is having a look behind him. We have a first penalty of the night, and it's Bakey, P14. Talking about Bakey, he's got Mr. Plum behind him having a look. Plum will bide his time. Potentially have a look and getting past him, and he does so very nicely. Plum up into P14, he'll be on the chase of Mr. Goomba. So that delta drops massively, and he's having a look on his brother here, the Dark Mark. And Dark Mark places his car very nicely up the inside, blocks that attack. Tucks his car in behind the Dark Mark. Obviously a massive pace difference between these two cars. It's not just pace, control of the car and how it drives. That has brought Plum into play here. As Leon and his teammate Fatal, I think Leon sends a very deep move on Fatal there. He does keep his car in front. Goomba, as always, looking very comfortable on his battery, 95%. To the Dark Marks, albeit not that much difference, 85%. Dark Mark obviously will be strategically using that to defend off his brother. Keep on board with Goomba here, so he's going to use that DRS, a bit of his battery. It's going to put him close to the Dark Mark, but not close enough to send a move. Top four roughly the same distance apart of each other. All out of DRS. And Plum's right on the back of Goomba here. Goomba doesn't get the best exit out of turn 1. Plum's going to have a look out around the outside of Goomba. Monday division teammates. Not teammates in this division, no. And Goomba does go for the switchback. And it looks like Plum's got his car in front, but Goomba's going to try and go back at him as Plum takes the inside line for the next corner. Goomba goes slightly wide and Plum up into P13 now. Does look like Plum had a bit of a lag spike there. He has the Williams of the dark mark in sight. Actually, all three of these drivers, plus myself, weekday teammates. Myself and Dark Mark on the Wednesdays, and as I said, Plum and Goomba on the Mondays. AlphaTauri topping the constructors. None of them are working together here though. All for one. Plum's going to use that DRS, not use much of his battery. I think I'm not sure what's going on. I think Davis and Leon having a bit of swapping positions. We go down to Plum, he's going to have a look around the outside. A bit of wheel knocking. The outside of Dark Mark. And Plum is up into P12 now. We'll go back to this battle between the Mercedes. Both Mercedes and the Williams as Leon almost clips the back end of Davis there. Just be patient. Don't send any mad moves. Mad Mark picks up the third warning of the night, sorry. 3-second time penalty, track limits. As RRF1 Grezza overtakes him, but we're going to keep on board with this one. Sorry, and Jagoon spins out as well. I think Mad Mark has had a bit of a iffy one there. You can see the bit of dirt on his tyres. Drops down to P7. Both Williams suffering here. Under attack. As Goomba picks up a 3-second time penalty, very unlike him early on. Only 9 laps in. And Leon's going to have a look up the outside of Davis with that help of DRS. As he does slip past, Davis will tuck in behind him. Not much fight from him. Great Ace picks up a 3-second time penalty now. Davis could be under attack from another Mercedes here. The fatal. Davis is going to have the DRS to help him. See Dark Lord etching into that DRS range of Master Spread as Fatal goes wide into that corner. Does drop him off Davis slightly. Shadow with a comfortable gap here, 2.8 seconds. The Dark Lord. Lord Voldemort himself challenging the 6-finger Wigginer. We'll go down to Goomba and Dark Mark. Once again, Dark Mark defends his brother off nicely. Goomba still with 90% battery. Doesn't get a brilliant exit. Dark Lord. And someone has joined the race who we don't have a clue who they are. If you're watching the stream, please leave. And thank you for following AMC Red Hot. Much appreciated. Dark Lord with that helpful DRS is going to pull closer to Master Spread. Not close enough. We'll be looking for a better exit here, hopefully. As he does get one. 80 with another 3 seconds. Oh, Broad runs a bit wide there. You could potentially have a look on Mr. Spread. He doesn't. Plum on the back of Mr. Fatal Defiance. He's going to have a look around the outside here. Fatal's going to push him just as much as he can. We'll go later on the brakes. He could be under attack here. As he sends a move around the outside, looking for the switchback. Up into turn 2. Plum brakes slightly earlier to get a better drive. He's going to look for the switchback on Fatal. And with that DRS and a bit of battery power, he gets past nicely. And Mr. Plum up into a P11 now. There's the sights of Fatal. I'm going to go back up quickly to the Red Bull and the AlphaTauri battle. Dark Lord getting closer and closer to Mr. Spread. He sort of lifts off, not wanting to try and get past him. I think he's trying to comfortably sit behind him and let Master Spread drain his battery. He's still looking fairly comfortable with 65%. Once again, this corner Goomba pulls massively close to Dark Mark, but he can never get past him. I think the hard tyres are starting to kick in here. Goomba goes 6/10 faster on that lap than his personal best so far. Go back up to the Dark Lord Master Spread battle. Goomba clips his red sausage curb a little bit. Thought he was a goner then. But here he comes to attack on the dark mark. Oh, he's going to have a look round the outside. Oh, and he does get past. Dark Mark could have potentially have a look again here, and Dark Mark gets the switchback. Great bit of racing between these two. And Dark Mark back in front. And he missed Mr. Plum get past Davis. Fatal really not looking healthy on his battery. Shadow sets a purple tie. Oh, Dark Lord almost loses it into turn 1. Sorry, the last corner. And Dragoon gets past Mad Mark. Mad Mark having a look back. Side by side, and Dragoon gets a bit of a wobble. Mad Mark slips straight past him. Dragoon looking for the attack again. Dragoon sticks behind Mad Mark, who gets a much better run, and Goomba gets another 3-second time penalty. We're not even halfway there, and Mr. Goomba and some other drivers on 6 seconds. I'm going to leave you the Dark Lord and Master Spread quickly as I run to the toilet, guys. Still on board with Dark Lord, sorry. As that Dark Lord, he's going to have a look on Master Spread here, and he does get past him. Dark Lord, both the Red Bulls P1 and 2 as it stands, and finally Dark Lord goes for that move. Go back down to Fatal. He's on the back of Davis. Goomba on the gearbox as he late brakes into that corner. You sense the frustration from him, stuck behind his brother. We have a yellow flag. And Robbo is on the green. He's going to return to track safely, back out into P7. Oh, and Leon slips past Mr. Duma, and Leon up into P8 now. As Mad Mark pits and Goomba's lost it. TSD Goomba has lost it and it's the first safety car of the night. We'll jump on board with Bakey, I believe, as we may see Goomba. Some guys going into the pits now. Use this opportunity. First safety car of the night, and unfortunately it's Mr. Goomba out. Him and his brother having a great bit of battle in there. Maybe the frustration got to him. So most of the hard runners chucking on their mediums now. Obviously they won't go to the end. Mr. Shadow does go in to the pits. As does the Dark Lord. I think most people are going to come in here. And they will. In a bunch to pack right up to each other now. Master spread. I thought jumped Shadow there, but he didn't. So lap 20 of 52, lap just before half of the race. And I've noticed Greza has put the soft tyre on here. Everyone has now pit. And Great Ace picks up another 3-second time penalty. And Bakey picks up another 3 second under the safety car. Grezza has pit again. No, not Grezza, sorry, Robbo. I don't know what happened there, but yes, it was Grezza that pit. He's getting rid of those softs. Putting on a set of hards. He's currently in P13 and may drop to P14 here. As he does. And that is not ideal. So just waiting on Great Ace to catch up, which he should do this lap. And the safety car will come in and we will resume racing. The safety car has been called. And Shadow will slow the pack down here. And he's gone early. Oh, and he's binned it, he's spun. Shadow has spun on the safety car restart. And that is not ideal for him as he drops down to P12. Master Spread now leads this race and Plum's going to have a look on Mr. Davis and he gets past him. Davis may have a look for the switchback. Plum covers him off. Plum up into P8 now. We'll go up to Leon and Robbo and we have a car round. And it's Dark Mark. Shadow picks up a 3 second time penalty now. What a crazy safety restart that was. And Leon is almost pushing Robbo around this track. Mad Mark with a 3 second now as well. (23 of 52). We're going to go on board a battle with the Aston Martins. There's another yellow flag, and I think that's Great Ace. Dark Lord is right on the gearbox and master spread. He's going to use some of that battery. Plum gets past Dumar. He's now on the chase for that Mercedes of Leon. DRS is enabled, and Shadow's got 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. As Plum sets the fastest lap of 33.3 on the hard tyre in the Aston Martin. Will run wide again. We'll have a look on the back of Davis here. Does look like Faith is going to go for this move. He is on the quicker tyre, and there's not much fight from Davis. And that brings Grezza into this little battle here. Master Spread takes that fastest lap with a 32.9. We've got a little free car battle here. Robbo picks up a 3 seconds. Grezza's going to have a look around the inside of Davis, and what a crazy move that was. Unbelievable move from Grezza. And Grezza's up into the top 10 now. Leon and Mad Mark going side by side here. And they're still going. Keep getting a Robbo view of this, and Mad Mark slips straight in front of the Mercedes, and they're still almost going side by side through Maggots. The Mercedes thinks wiser. Mercedes of Leon could have another look here on Mad Mark. It does look like he is. Let's get a slight better exit. They're still going side by side. Let's jump on board with always a bit of contact there. Robbo almost ending up in that little bit of a collision, but he defensively does nicely. And Dark Mark is overtaking Prime as he goes into the pits. And it looks like Robbo has got back in front of the Mercedes here. If you don't think you were speeding into the pits, mate, send a clip in. Obviously, we know this game has a lot of glitches. Send a clip into the dedicated stewards, and obviously they'll look into it and whether that 5 seconds can be removed. But if you do pit and you serve it, we won't be able to obviously remove it. Robbo could have a look on the attack of the Alpine. He gets a much better exit and much more speed here. He gets past him very nicely, and Robbo back up into P4. Dark Lord's leading this race, and Master Spread is on the gearbox of Dark Lord. Leon picks up a 3-second time penalty there. There's a late lunge from Mad Mark. Still keeps his car there though. And Mr. BRT Plummer's getting involved in this now. And Dumas not too far behind, as it looks like Mad Mark gives way to Mr. Plum there. Not sure if there was a collision and Mad Mark got in front. Just returned the position, or he just didn't want to fight it too much. And Fatal and Dumas here going side by side. And Fatal round nicely. Dumas going to have another look up the inside at Cox. Dumas' car's just slightly ahead into the corner. I'm not sure what happened there. The Grezza slips through both of them, I think. Up into P8 now. Grezza pulling off some blinding moves here. Back up into P8 now. Master Spread still very close to the Dark Lord. And there's BRL Shadow with another fastest lap. We have a yellow flag, and I think there's a Shadow is round again. It does drop to the back of the field just after setting a fastest lap. Robbo is on the back of Mr. Dragoon. Side by side here. Robbo late on the brake slightly. Doesn't quite work out, and Dragoon still keeps P3 at the moment. We'll go down to Bakey Gaming on the back of Davis here. Fatal picks up a 3-second as well now. Great send by Leon. Still side by side though. And Robbo keeps his car ahead. We have another car off track, I think. Plum's getting involved in this little battle with the AlphaTauri and Mercedes. He's got a much better run on Robbo. Plum etches in front, still side by side with the AlphaTauri. He gets his car ahead nicely. And come up into P5 now and has P3 in sight. I'm not too bad, Drac. How you doing, mate? Great to hear that. Shadow picks up another 3 second. He's had a fantastic race and it's starting to fall to pieces here. I think Bakey Gaming is off track. Oh no, it's Mad Mark. It's dropped down to P12 now. No company for me tonight. It's alright. Anything for the RRF1. Bakey with another 3 second. Leon off track slightly. Does throw him off a little bit. That could lead him vulnerable to an attack from this man right here. And that's Mr. Plum. As I mentioned earlier, has P3 in sight. Started 17th. Is now P5. Robbo still looks like he's in this. His Primal picks up a 3 second. You can see down there Dark Mark in a penalty sandwich. Leon's having a look round the outside of Dragoon. We'll keep on board with Plum for this view. Plum trying to squeeze himself closer to get involved here. Plum could look for a move here on the Mercedes. It's not just quite close enough, and Master Spread gets a 3 second time penalty. Dragoon has to run wide there, concedes the position to the Mercedes, and Plum gives him a bit of a nudge on the back, and then Plum's nudged in the back by Robbo, I think. And Fatal's up into P6 and he's going to slip past Robbo. Constantina collision there. And Leon is now in P3 with Reza P4. Looking at Robbo here on the Mercedes of Fatal Defiance. He's currently in P5. Robbo and Fatal will jump on board with Plum as Robbo's going to open that DRS. As is Plum. It looks like it's going to be a double overtake here on Fatal. He looks back. Dragoon picks up a 3 second now. The penalty's really coming in. We have a yellow flag. Great aces round again. As Fatal picks up another 3 second. That 33 of 52 in the Dark Lord is winning this race with a technical 3.7 gap with Master Sped's 3 second time penalty. I believe if Dark Lord was to win this race, this would be his first ever win in league racing. He's currently looking fairly comfortable. Plum's going to, with that overspeed, slip past Robbo nicely up into P5 now. Another yellow flag. Mr. Dragoon is round. He's going to want to be careful returning to track here. He's going to look like he's going to return to track just in front of the Dark Mark. Dark Mark carrying a much more speed. Dark Mark reacts nicely to Dragoon's little wobble. Dragoon now down into P13 after that little incident. And there's Dark Mark with a 3 second now. Everyone bar 5 people have a penalty here. Shadow gets another fastest lap. 31.4 I think it was. Just missed it there. As the Mad Mark fastly approaching that Williams to Davis. Baker Gaming gets another 3 second penalty. It looks like Mad Mark's going to slip past Davis. Plum, Robbo and Leon, I think. Leon has gone into the pits. Plum is now up into P4. He does have Mr. Greza in sight. See where Leon's going to come out. Comes out P13, just behind Mr. Dragoon, I believe. He does. course, everyone in the front most likely will pit again. Let's have a quick glance at the penalties here. Got Bakey with 15, Shadow with 11, a few sixes, a few threes, and then 1-9 from Mad Mark. Dumar now picks up a 3 second. Borders Dragoon here on the back of the dark mark. Looking much more healthy with that ERS. He's going to have help with that DRS as well. As he slips past him very comfortably. Dark mark having a little look back. Dragoon takes the inside line. Dragoon has a little bit of a wobble there, and and another one. Leon picks up a 3 second. Thank you for following, Neo. And good evening, Mr. Tom. How you doing, mate? Oh, and the Dark Lord picks up a 3 second. Now that counts as an out between the top two. There's 8 tenths in it. 3 drivers now remain that don't have any penalties. Reza, Plum and Davis. The Mad Mark, the Dark Mark, sorry, has an eyeful of Dragoon and Bakey having a little bit of battle as he jump on board with Dragoon. He sends a late send. Gets the car round nicely. Shadow overtakes Great Ace as Great Ace heads for the pits. Closest cars on track are the front two as we just start lap 39. I see your message, Primal. Mosswood's going to have a look on the Dark Lord here. The Dark Lord doesn't get the best of exits. And Spread does slip in front of him. And he will take the top position. Dark Lord potentially could have a little look back at him here. Dark Lord was doing a brilliant job of keeping Master Spread behind there. With Leon on the back of Dark Mark. Much fresher tyres. A much faster car. And it's pretty inevitable, obviously, what we're going to see. The Dark Mark takes the inside line. Still keeps his car ahead. But Leon will get the DRS down the next straight. And he'll use some of his battery, get the slipstream, and slip past him up into P11 now. Bakey picks up another 3-second time penalty. We have a yellow flag. Oof. Race ace round. And the start finish. Leon picks up another 3-second time penalty. It's Fatal Defiance pits. He's pit for softs. The Red Bull of Dark Lord is right on the back of Spread. He's going to want that position back. We have another yellow flag with an AlphaTauri of Robbo and Davis. No! Davis picks up a 3-second with 2 drivers remain now. Haven't got a penalty. Lasted 41 laps. The Dark Lord's going to keep behind that AlphaTauri for that slipstream. He regains P1. Master Spread can have another look back here. He doesn't. Well, he does round the outside. Slightly later on his brakes than the Dark Lord. Still side by side here. Dark Lord keeps his car in front just for now as they approach turn 1. Mad Mark overtakes Dumar. Robbo's headed for the pits. AlphaTauri coming back at that Red Bull. You have a yellow flag. There's a Haas really far off track, and that's Primal. I'm not sure if he's beached. He can reset to track if he is beached, if he can hear this. Obviously try and do this at a safe time. If you are watching the stream, Primal, you can beach it, and he's disqualified. He's going to put off the track here. And there will be yellow flags. I think he lost it coming out of Cops. Second retirement of the night, or disqualification, sorry. Dark Lord still keeps his car ahead. Master Splitter really be wanting to get that P1 off the Red Bull. Dark Lord with a fantastic drive. Still keeps his car ahead. Primal's wheel unfortunately died, so he couldn't move his vehicle. Yeah, Primal, you know what to do, mate. Just send it into the stewards. Very unfortunate for you there, mate. Robbo Snipes gets the fastest lap of 30.4. We're going to approach lap 45, 52, 7 laps remain. And Robbo gets the overtake on the Dark Mark on those soft tyres. We have another yellow flag. And Robbo is up into P10 now. Oh, and Dragoon is round. A bit of a collision between him and Leon there. As Dragoon's going to have to return to track at a safe space. And Leon gets a 5 second for speeding in the pit lane. And he's also retired. How unfortunate that is. A rage quit in the pit. As the Dark Mark and Mr. Dragoon pit for the last 7 laps of the race. He put on the soft tyre. Dragoon picks up a 3-second time penalty. Massive shame, Primal. Yeah, I mean, if a safety car was called out for your car being half a mile off track, it wouldn't surprise me in this game, but luckily it didn't, as you said. It's a fair play there, mate. Mr. Plummer's etching in between in that DRS with him and Greza for that final podium position. The only two drivers not to have a penalty. Dark Mark fastly approaching the McLaren of Bakey. As Dragoon pits again. As Master Spread goes 2 tenths quicker on this lap. Really pushing now as we approach the final 5 laps of this race. The dark mark is right on the gearbox of Bakey. It looks like he just pulled out the way for him there. Dark mark up into P11 now. Shadow picks up another 3 seconds. And Dragoon has gone into the pits again. Four laps remain and the Dark Claw is still leading this race. Rez on the final podium position. Bakey Gaming gets another 3 second, as does the Great Ace. The Dark Lord still leading this race. start lap 50 of 52. Master Sprint really chasing down that Red Bull now. The Red Bull of Dark Lord sitting fairly comfortable with 40% battery power to defend off that AlphaTauri of Master Spread. As it stands, it doesn't really need to use it. There's a yellow flag. BRL Shadow is round. Fatal goes into P9. Plum just sitting on the edge of that DRS range of RRF1 Grezza. All drivers that finish now will score points. There's another yellow flag. So we're going to stick on board with Master Spread. As he's still 6/10 off the Red Bull. Bit of traffic coming up as Baker moves out of the way nicely for these two. Oh, has Plum lost it? Plum's lost it. Not completely though. Still has a nice gap behind him, but he was pushing to the limit to try and get past Grezza there. The Dark Claw will use the battery he's got to try and extend that gap he has between him and Mr. Spread. And as I said earlier on in this lap, when he was when he was leading, I believe this would be his first ever league race after getting his first podium last night. It's a good weekend for Mr. Dark Lord as it stands. The Dark Lord approaching the last couple of corners, and he's going to come round the final corner as the British Grand Prix winner for the 100% Saturday performance, with Master Spread second and Mr. Graham Morris P3, and Mr. Plum crosses the line P4. And congratulations to Dark Lord, as I'm probably saying this and I may be wrong, but I believe that was his first race win, so congratulations to him for that. It was a great drive. going to be on board with the other Aston Martin of Dumas. And Shagun gets another 3 seconds. Dumas crosses the line P6 with Robbo P7. As Robbo crosses the line P7, Davis 8th. As it stands, Shadow across the line P9. I sense fatal Defiance will jump in due to penalties as he does so. And the dark mark coming round here across the line P11. I'm not sure I'll be too best pleased with that, but he's still finished, still scored points. And there we have it. 100% Silverstone is done. Congratulations to everyone that finished that race, and as Plum gets driver of the day, I'm going to give my driver of the day to the Dark Lord. Great drive. I know he was in one of the fastest car on the track. It was a great drive from him. Started P6, P1 finish. Robbo Snipes gets the fastest lap with 30.4. But well done to everyone that finished. We know Silverstone's a long one, so congratulations to that. We're going to invite the top 3 into the party for a wee podium interview. All 3 PRF1 lads, as well as RRF1 lads. As Mr. Spread and Graham Morris join the party. We now wait on for the Dark Lord. Hold on, I'll fix that for you. Yeah, it should come up now eventually. Right, all 3 drivers are in. Let me scroll down so Lee can see the final drivers. There we go. So, congratulations to you 3. Obviously, you know why you're in here. You're on the podium. We'll first speak to Mr. Grezza. P3, I'm sure you'll be happy with that.
Oh, I am over the moon with that, considering that safety car fucked me. And I had to pit again to get the second hards to the end, and I dropped right to the back. Everyone doubted my strategy, but it worked.
It did work. I don't think you
then at the end, mate, wow. Did you see the double overtake on Fatal and Thingy?
I did. Was that the entrance to Maggots and Beckett's?
Yes.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. We did catch that.
As soon as I got that moved on, I was like, I want to be on the podium because I've got to talk about that. And then Plum was pushing me so hard at the end. I mean, I was doing green sectors on 70% one hards. It was ridiculous.
You could really tell.
My eyes are fucking gone.
Yeah, well done.
That was hard work. Good fun.
Silverstone's always one of those tracks. As I said, as I've mentioned multiple times, it's one of my favourites. Spread. I know you're in a slower car than the Dark Lord, but what a battle he put up, and are you disappointed you didn't get the win?
I am a bit gutted I didn't get the win, but I just couldn't create anything for myself. He wasn't really putting a foot wrong. Don't me wrong, when he did put a foot wrong, I took the opportunity, but the straight line speed of that Red Bull was, I just couldn't match it with the car I had. The setup wasn't tuned to do that, so it's one of them. But I'm also happy at the same time because it's his first league race win. So
I mentioned that about 5 times this race. I said if Andy still stays in P1, it'll be his first race win, and I'm thinking, will it be? And I'm glad I was right.
Yes, yes, it is. So yeah, no, fair to that. But I had Grezza, and I was more bothered about losing out to Grezza and Plum as well. So I didn't want to be battling Andy too hard.
Yeah.
If it was a move, it had to be a quickly done move. Not losing too much time turn 2 behind because we obviously both had penalties. So yeah, I just couldn't create one. He drove well, so
yeah, that was a penalty clusterfuck. I think only two drivers didn't have penalties. One of them being Mr. Grezza, and the other one I think was Plum. So yeah, but obviously it's a tough one for track limits. But everyone that finished, well done. And now finally, I have the privilege of giving Andy his first winning interview. Congratulations, mate.
Cheers, mate. I'm sweating.
I bet you are.
As I just said to Spread, like near or nearabouts, we've pretty much just battled for probably 40 laps. And I mean, obviously, whatever pace he naturally has on me, that pretty much leveled it out because as soon as I made any mistake, he was just
On
straight
you.
back on me, ready to overtake. Yeah, so we overtook. I don't know how many times we overtook each other, but there were quite a few, pretty much in the same place. But yeah, it was just don't make a mistake, really. You
I
start
think it's
shitting yourself as soon as you get close to the end.
I think it's well overdue that you got a win. Obviously, great driver, and you've done it.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to all three of you, and congratulations to everyone that finished. To the people that retired, I can't even speak, man. I'm fucking knackered. Unlucky. Obviously, next race will be Monday Division. I'll be streaming that as well with Dark Mark around Austria, and Mr. Spread, and maybe Greza will be racing there. And then Wednesday, obviously, the same track with potentially Gunners in the comms box, or it will be, if Master Spread is free, it'll be him streaming that. And then 100% Austria, obviously, next Saturday. Make sure to tune into all three of those streams if you're not doing anything. 8:30, as always, on this channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Well done to all the drivers. And if I didn't mention, my driver today was also Andy, because, you know, first win in that. So well done.
Thank you very
Have a
much.
great one, guys, and we'll catch you soon. Bye.